So what I'll do when I come to the spreadsheet in the morning, I'll just simply check the risk calculation and to see this figure here. So if we're above 50%, we're sort of risk on. If we're below 50%, we're risk off. So we're 60%. So we're more positive than we are negative. So the reason for that is the VIX dump that we had. Okay, so that's something I'd look at. So I'd be looking at potential, looking to sell safe havens, looking to buy risky assets. So that's just the first thing that I would do. I just check that figure. If it was really low, then we're like, the indices should be falling. If we're high, the indices should be pumping. Then come to synthetic sentiment, and I'm just checking the price performance. So we've still got a strong dollar, and that makes sense because of the current sentiment. The herd are very short. They're the most short the dollar against anything. So they're really long Aussie, and they're very long New Zealand dollar as well. So that would make sense. Okay, so the dollar, should be quite strong today, and it is. However, we're seeing perhaps maybe some stops getting raided on the dollar, and we can see that dollar movement there. So this is possibly stops being taken on dollar crosses. Remember, you're looking for rows of color. So, you've got row on euro. So perhaps you could argue that wedge is going to get a bit larger. It should do because we're buy. And so that wedge should be larger than 7.1. And that's going to be tomorrow's buy signal. But I think because of the low liquidity, we'll probably ignore that until next week. Okay, so what should happen today is that the CAD should fall in order for it to be a buy tomorrow. Okay, but there's not much shifting at all. Very, very little shifting. And don't forget, we are sort of holiday mode as well. And QDB scores, lastly, I'll check, to see if anything was like really sticking out. Euro yen's got quite a strong green. So if you've got a euro yen trade and you're looking to take profit, you could probably hold it, to be fair, because we're quite green and we're green here. And the QDB score change is green and the market summary is also green. It does say range on the market bias, but it's okay. It's got a good score. We can see that they held us short and they added short. So the start of the week they were 36% long and now they're 32%. So you could probably argue EJ could go higher. So look at your technical charts, don't forget, and remember to know your exit as well. And I think this is probably going to possibly come up higher according to that analysis that I put into Discord, because we are an ascending channel on the EJ, and we kind of don't really want to fight that trend. We are currently in an uptrend, so we did lose one score there, which is interesting. And that's it. So just a quick one, what I would do when I look at the sheet in the morning, come to the risk calc, just check what the indices are doing, what the VIX is doing. Then I check the price performance and see if anything's out of bonk. So really we should be seeing a stronger wedge, a stronger pie wedge there on the euro, because and also the strong, actually Swiss is quite strong, 40%, so that's fine. That's taken up a big area, but perhaps the euro could take a bit of a larger area. Now the issue is with the euro is that the euro USD, they're very long on the euro USD, so we should be falling on that. But the euro basket can do okay. It's just not the euro USD. Okay, and if you want to know what the euro USD sentiment is, they're 78% long, so they're very long and they've held long for ages and ages and ages. I think it's been about 5 weeks. I think they've held. So while we can see, we should see a stronger euro, we might not see a stronger euro USD. All right, okay, so just a quick one there. So risk calc, synthetic sentiment, QDB scores, and then come down here, and then you're looking for things that are slightly out of bonk as well. So they've gone long pound, price has fallen, that's fine. They've gone long CAD, but price is going up. So that, therefore, I think CAD should weaken, because the fact they've gone long, we should see that fall. Okay, so potentially look for CAD weakness today, pound weakness, yen weakness, Swiss strength, euro strength. But remember what I said about the euro USD. So just a quick one there. and how to use the sheet and what I do every morning. And if I've got any extra time, I'll then look at these other tabs as well. So this is incredibly poor. This tells us that the herd are getting paid massively. So that should be about 80%. Currently, they're getting really rewarded on their trades. So you can include this into your trading system where you wouldn't open a trade if it was low. Personally, that's like an omen. If we're using the sentiment, we don't really want to be seeing them getting paid. We want to see them getting punished. So if we're reversing them, we want to be getting profit. But currently they're profiting. So this is also a good tab. It's like a secondary tab that I would check just to get an overall look about what's going on. But if they're getting paid, that's not good. Yeah, so a low percentage tells us that they're getting paid. A high percentage tells us that they're counter trend and they're losing. They're against the trend. But currently they're getting rewarded on their trades heavily. So just a quick one there. So just these few tabs here, and then you maybe want to check the MyFX book failure rate as well, just to get an overall idea if they're going to get paid or not. And today it currently looks like they are. So you might just want to sit on your hands, maybe go for a walk, come back when it's a bit higher, and then you can probably trade. So if it's low, it tells us that a trap is being formed because they shouldn't be getting paid. It's wrong. They counter trend 80% of the time and they lose money 80% of the time. So this is definitely a warning sign. So wait till that to get higher and then you can enter. Okay, because currently at the moment a trap's being placed and they're going to enter and then they're going to be holding to drawdown and it's going to be horrible for those guys. So just a quick one there. Hopefully it helps, and I wish you a good Boxing Day, and we'll be back tomorrow, but don't forget it's low liquidity, but I'll be back to business Monday next week. Okay, so trade safely and I'll speak to you soon.